Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Sotah page 36, which discusses the story where Josef was alone with the wife of Poteifar. We know that when he was sold into slavery into Egypt, he eventually became a very important person in Potiphar's home, so much so that the wife of Poteifar seduced him. And as he refused, he was accused of trying to act against her, and because of that, he was thrown into jail. That's what ended up happening to Josef. Now, the Talmud actually tells us over here that at one point, Josef himself had a desire to actually live with this woman, with the wife of Poteifar. And there was an opportune time because it was a special holiday where people worshipped idols. And the wife of Poteifar said, "I'm sick, I can't go." Everyone left, even though the place was usually filled with workers, cooks, but it was a major holiday of worshiping idols. So everyone was gone except for Josef and this woman who claimed she was sick. And the Talmud says that not only did she clearly want to sin with Josef, but there was something inside of Josef also wanting to do it. We don't paint a picture in the Torah that people are just angels. Josef was a human being, but he was somehow able to control himself and not actually do this sin of being with Ashet Poteifar. What caused him not to sin? So in this, the Talmud tells us that he was gazing into a window. And some people say it was just looking like outside. Alternatively, a window could have been some type of a reflection, that he was able to see maybe his own reflection. And we know that Josef was considered to be similar in appearance to his father, to Yaakov, even though they were not of the same age. And it says that he envisioned his father speaking to him moments before making this crucial life decision. And his father said, "Look at what you're about to do. If you do this act, which will just be a moment of direct, immediate pleasure and gratification, you are going to be throwing away so much in the future. In the future, the high priest will be wearing special garments in which there will be stones, avnei shoham stones, on both of his shoulders. And there will be 6 names on one side, 6 on the other, corresponding to the 12 names of the tribes. And Yaakov, his father, said, if you commit this crime and you lower your name, that it's no longer holy, then your name can no longer be on this holy garment of the holy high priest." And it says immediately because of that, Josef stopped. He did not do it, even though he understood there could be great consequences, which there were, that he was thrown in jail. But we see from here an unbelievable thing, that we ourselves on our own may be enticed to do things wrong. But before we do something, we need to take a moment of pause and to ask ourselves, are we doing something in which is really, really bad for us? And sometimes on our own, we may not necessarily be able to have the fortitude to be able to stop what we're doing. But then we should think about all the other people in our lives, those people who have influenced us, who have made us the person that we are, such as Josef. Once he thought about his father, he couldn't do it anymore. And it's the same thing by us. If we think about all the people that we could hurt, whether it's thinking about our parents, or it's thinking about our spouses, our children, we have to recognize that our actions have consequences and affects others.